Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of BobSMP, a private multiplayer server on Minecraft 1.17. I'm having a super busy week IRL as I'm moving and having to use a different recording setup temporarily. So during this video, we're going to be focusing on our candle shop today. It will not make anything mega like the nether portal towers that we have planned. The honey meadery though has been producing so much honeycomb that I can't store it all. So that's why we want to make more candles. So basically we need to get more string and then we can sell our candles dirt cheap and make mega stonks. With that goal in mind, I finally went down and cleared out the mine shaft that is under our base area in New Pog City. Our very own spider farm will allow us to be more self-sustainable for string, for making our candles, as well as making other items like scaffolding in the future. And while we are at the spider farm, our other auto farms like melon and pumpkin will be working as well. Thankfully this creeper didn't blow up the spawner. It was kind of close. I know looting is good for auto-clicking farms because you can get more string per minute with looting rate, but for the spider farm I went with a fully AFK design so I can just leave my laptop on and not really have to worry about a clicker or anything while I eat dinner or go to work or something, and everything in my base, like the melon pumpkins, will still be loaded too. This design I threw together without a tutorial and is pretty much exactly like the skeleton one, where the mobs fall from the spawner onto magma blocks and die because they burn alive, and then a hopper minecart scoops up their drops from underneath on powered rails. I made this farm a bit wider than the skeleton one because I know spiders can climb walls. I didn't want them to spawn and then climb up the walls. But that wasn't a problem at all when I made this farm. If the spiders climbing the walls were a problem, my solution was going to be, and what I would recommend to you, is putting jungle logs on the walls and then cocoa beans, because as far as I know, spiders can't climb cocoa beans. But I didn't have to worry about that. So after AFKing for an overnight, we got a bunch of string, and our candle production is going to go through the roof, and those prices are going to go through the floor. My next goal was to reliably amass all of the dyes in the game so I can sell all of the dyed candles, and I was theorizing about a flower farm and a small cottage to go with it. Like I had this vision in my mind. Thinking about a small cute little cottage build got me thinking about details, and when I started thinking about details I started to fancy up my city area with new roads such as gravel and coarse dirt paths that lead to the blacksmith, quaint little custom trees using the azalea sapling bush thing with a moss block on top, as well as hidden lighting with moss carpets to remove the torch spam everywhere. We hate torch spam. Buy candles, and then we also added a cute little berry bush garden outside the witch's hut, which I really like as well. Doing these little details like this is just sometimes what you need when you're taking a break from all of the mega building and really big structures. Flying north from New Pog City is the way to the Flower Forest, and it goes through Spodos' base area, which is a camping aesthetic in the mountains with various tents, paths, and quaint little details. We'll be flying past on our quest for flowers. I'm going to be making Logical Geek Boy's flower farm design. We made his gold farm design a few episodes ago, and it's great. It's gotten us a lot of gold, so I felt really good about using his design for the flowers as well. The same flowers in Minecraft always grow on the same grass blocks, and this is what's called a flower map, so you can kind of know where the flowers are going to be. So I had to bone meal a whole area and find a good flower map range so I can get as many dyes as possible, and this was a very tedious process and quite frustrating, and even after I thought I did it properly and then made the farm, I'm still not happy with my range of colors. But I did start redstoning. I'm still bad at redstone, but with the more tutorials I watch and the more that I actually just make it myself in game, I think I'm getting better at it, and I might be able to come up with my own designs in the future. So after throwing some bone meal into the machine, we got some flowers. I really wanted to build a cottage around the flower farm. It just sounds so great, right? But the farm is just big, and I hated everything I designed and created. I didn't really want to make a big building. Cottages aren't big, they're small. Plus the farm is on the edge of a cliff, and it would require a whole terraforming time lapse just so before we can even build something around the farm because of where it's positioned. And like I said, I'm moving, I'm working full-time still, and this next week or so is just not the ideal time for making videos. So I really wanted to make a cute little cottage, not a massive building, so I'm sad to announce that we will not build anything around this farm in this video. But Minecraft is a game with endless projects, so I know that we'll come back to it and do something with it in the future. A while back we befriended a skeleton horse and named him Famine after, one of the apocalypses, right? And earlier this week, when I was doing my villager trading, lightning struck and skeleton riders spawned in my very street. Ironically, really right above the skeleton sewer that we made. I killed those guys, right? I tamed 2 more skeleton horses. So I think a stable made of bone blocks is a new project idea I have rolling in my mind, because right now these guys are just living in the street and we need a place to put them. I also got the surge protector advancement without a lightning rod because the horses spawned next to my blacksmith building. So new advancement for me, I guess. With the flower farm that we made, I'm easily able to make light gray and pink candles abundantly. And I have plans to get a cactus farm going up real soon and the tower farms so we can get green and lime dyes as well. But like I said, I got frustrated with the flower farm being too big for a build. That really ruined my day. What was it, like Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't know, man. This week's been long. But having a bad flower map also made me impatient too. Like I wasn't getting enough orange and blue. I was getting some, but not enough. And I really wanted to make some small buildings. So I got the idea of making suburbs or little districts to New Bog City. Because our city is our base area, right? And it's got a lot of different color palettes and a lot of different building styles. And I really like that and think that's kind of the point of the city. Like that variety is something I want to expand. But I also thought of having ideas of concentrated palette and concentrated style would look cool too. So to complement the blacksmith building we made last time, I got inspired to make a medieval rustic suburb alongside it. So making small buildings and making them in unique shapes would be a good challenge as well, because normally we make big buildings. The small buildings require a different kind of mindset, right? And I think that's just what I needed this week. So I cleared out an area, outlined some buildings with netherrack, and this process also gave me 2 more project ideas. A lighthouse, as we're kind of coming up on the ocean now and running out of land, and a suburb to match my main nether wart colored house with the pink wood. I began time-lapsing the construction of what we're going to call Old Town. This deep slate and dark oak area is European medieval in style and is made to visually make the blacksmith building fit more into the city. I think this will also act as like the coastal border of my base area / the city. And making these small buildings was challenging. I actually tore some of them down, as you can see, because I just wasn't happy with how they looked. It's a short time lapse this week, as with my moving, I have to use my laptop and not my PC most of the time. After crafting up more colored candles such as white and red, it was time to upgrade our candle shop by lowering our prices and expanding our stock. I love shopping districts on Minecraft SMPs, and making the new 1.17 candles readily available to all of my friends on the server is really fun, and I can't wait to see what people do with them in their builds. We used to sell a stack of normal candles for a diamond, but with our new string farm and overflow of honeycomb, I'm now selling 2 stacks of undyed candles for a diamond. That is double the value. And we used to sell dyed candles for 1 diamond for 32 or for half a stack. But now that we can easily get certain dyes, all dyed candles, now 1 diamond for 1 stack, you know, man. They are more expensive than the undyed ones because obviously dyes take more time and resources to get, and I gotta hand dye them myself. But overall, this price reduction is great value, way better than what it was, and it will only get better as I continue to expand my dye farms and stock. So if anyone buys anything at the candle shop period, we now have complimentary cake. You know, you got to put a candle on your cake, man. We had a cake in the store and someone ate it, so that's now why we're just giving out cake for free. No one will be hungry in my shop. And if someone buys in bulk by spending more than 5 diamonds at once, they can take a saddle home with them as well. Gotta love capitalism. I wish I could have time-lapsed it more, but with some good building on the good old laptop over the past few days, I was mostly able to complete Old Town. This is our first collection of micro builds to increase the scale of our city and give it more cohesion between the jumbled styles. The archway into the district and the main road are pretty much lined up with the nether portal, which I think is awesome. This whole area is an exercise in little details, from stacks of crops like melons and pumpkins with the candle stems, or just random trapdoors on the buildings to add a little bit of extra depth. These glowberry vines remind me of grapevines, and I love how they fill in the courtyard space. I wish we kind of had grapes, but I think the glowberry vines work. I think we'll move the villager breeder inside this bigger house so they're not just uglying up the landscape anymore, and we'll breed more, fill up our farmer trade hall with some more guys, maybe get some more stonemasons, just fill up villagers everywhere pretty much. Overall though, this small rustic town has a great vibe and is a really nice place to walk through. I need to add more stuff to it, like fancy up the farm in the back, and I want to add docks to the side, maybe some little boats. So this project isn't complete, but I don't think any Minecraft project ever is. We just get to stages of it where we need to focus on it less and less and focus on other things more and more. So here are some shader shots of Old Town, and let me know what your favorite part is about it. And yes, we just made Old Town, which is a town, but New Pog City is a city. That was only a suburb. We need to expand the city itself, and that's what I've got my plans on for after my move. I've marked out 2 spots for new skyscrapers, and I believe it's only the beginning of what will be very rapid expansion. The stonemasons we gathered up in the last episode will prove incredibly useful, and I've already started gathering tons upon tons of quartz for these long-term plans and these new skyscraper builds. Like I said, I'm busy moving, but I won't be very busy for much longer, and hope you're excited for what is coming after next week. The next video will do a little bit of advancement hunting, like respawning the dragon, I think. Doing stuff like that, because I'll be without a proper setup for a minute, and these mega projects can't be done now, but they can be done soon, and I can't wait to pop up some skyscrapers overnight. I'll pretty much be doing a lot of trading for quartz in the meantime, but I'll see you guys then. Alright, bye for now.